Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and today we've got an update video on the Berlingo Multispace Mark 1. As you've seen with the thumbnail and the title to this video, I'm going to be cutting my losses on this thing. I'm going to go into a little bit more detail as to why I'm doing that in a minute. But first things first, I'm just going to put it back together underneath the bonnet. I'm going to blow this back tyre up and I'm going to get it put into the middle of the unit while the pink Focus is at the body shop. And then I'll go into a little bit more detail as to why I'm going to end up scrapping this car and I'm not going to be putting it back on the road. Right, so let's give you a rundown of why I'm not putting this car back on the road. I know everyone in the comments were just saying, oh, just stick a cylinder head on it. But it's not that simple because I need to either break even on this car or make a little bit of money, which is why I bought it. I bought it thinking it was going to be a sensor and it turned out to be a snap cam belt, which is my error. But if you add up the costs, I've wrote it down on a little list here. We've got the timing belt, we're going to have to buy a water pump, we're going to have to buy a head, a used head, we're going to have to buy a head gasket, we're going to have to buy some head bolts, a fan belt, some coolant, and that is just to get this car running. And that's all well and good, but considering this car's not been maintained very well anyway, hence why the timing belt snapped, I don't even know if it's going to drive okay. So I could spend all that money and then find out there's gearbox issues, other issues with the car, and it's just not cost effective to do it. So I've put the reg number in on one of these scrap websites and I can get a little bit more than what I paid for it back, including the delivery charge of me getting it transported over here. I'm going to end up with a nice roof rack, which I'm going to put on the blue one. I'm then going to take this off, bit of wing mirror because I caught it getting out of the unit on the blue one. And if you can see on the trusty old faithful, I've been sticking that back on for years. They're about £140 that trim from Citroen. There's one on eBay at the moment for £100, new old stock one. I offered him 75 and he declined it, which is still, I think, a bit ridiculous. So I'm going to take this off here as well. There's nothing else I really want off this car. I don't want to be taking any parts off it or anything because, again, I don't know whether they're going to work or not. On my cars, I always try and find new genuine parts first before I go not original and stuff. So yeah, it's a shame really because I do like the look of these. I thought it was just going to be a sensor. I thought I could put it back on the road, end up with a cheap car, could practice some spraying on it, turn it into a single bed camper or something. But sometimes this is what happens. You have to quit while you're ahead, take the loss quickly, quick cheap I think they say, and quick. Rather than pour money into it, end up losing money. And as you know in my channel, I'm not made of money. I can't throw money at cars and lose money. That's not how it works. I have to try and make something at the end of the day, or at least break even, and unfortunately that isn't going to happen with this car. So the scrap man's going to get called in the morning to come and pick it up, and then I can get a couple of other cars brought down here, especially the blue one, and I can start cracking on that because that is worth saving, and I'm looking forward to doing the work on that. Right guys, so that's the roof rack off. I have to double check that the blue one has got the 3 brackets on each side, because you might be wondering why I'm not putting it on the red one. But with the red one being an XTR with these roof bars on, there's no actual middle bracket. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, can't really pick it up there, but there's 2 indents where it should be, I think, where they weld it on. I'm not saying that there ain't them underneath here, but it's better to have the 3 on. So it's going to go on the blue on that. If it doesn't, I'm just going to sell it. I've took this back trim off, come off okay, just one snap clip, and I need a new one of them as well for the red one, so I've took that off. I'll just show you that on the thing here. So we've got all the brackets intact, which I'm absolutely amazed at, bar this one on the end here, which I'm going to glue in and just be super careful when I'm tightening that one up, but that should be held in place pretty well. On the later ones, these ones are actually at this point here in the bolts, but this one seemed sturdy enough, it were tight enough, so save myself some money there. They're just the brackets off the roof rack, and then we've got the light which I've just popped out, which I'll give a clean out, because when they replaced one at the MOT, they actually brought the clip on it, which is a shame. And then I've also took the wing mirror off, and it now looks like something off Short Circuit, like Johnny Five's face, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. So this car's basically ready to be emptied now. Get all my stuff out of it because I've been using it as storage while it's in the unit. It was an absolute tip when I bought it, actually, it stunk. But this car's ready to go now. Get it out of the way and get a few more cars down here, especially that blue one. There you go, people, that's the fate of the Mark 1 Berlingo Multispace. I was watching how much they were going for on eBay, and it just wasn't going to be cost effective to put this one back on the road, which is a shame. If it were a sensor I would have done it, but with it being a timing belt and not knowing what damage has actually gone on in there, I unfortunately can't continue with this one. So the scrap man's going to have it. I'm glad I've got some bits off it and stuff. I'm sorry for people who are looking forward to this one, but these things happen. You've got to cut your losses and move on. As always, people, if you've enjoyed this video, hit the like button. People who are subscribed and keep watching the videos, thank you very much, because I'm super surprised how successful and popular the Berlingo videos have been. And yeah, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Any comments, as always, put them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching as always as well, and I'll see you in the next video.